Hi, it's Dr. Maxwell here with Light Family Wellness, and today we are discussing skin cancer. Skin cancer is the most common cancer in the United States, and many cases are actually preventable. Not only is sun exposure increasing the risk of skin cancer, but it also speeds up changes such as wrinkles, fine lines, as well as age spots. 1 in 5 Americans will actually develop skin cancer by the age of 70. So there's a significant number of cases of people who develop skin cancer. So let's talk about what are some of the signs and symptoms. One can be having a change in moles that may exist where it's beginning to look asymmetrical or have irregular borders to it, or even multiple colors that are going throughout that skin lesion. You may see a new growth or have sores that don't heal properly. You may experience a lesion that's itchy or tender or begins to bleed. Checking your skin regularly, having your skin checked is very important for the detection of skin cancer, and you do want to make sure that you're even checking areas that are not typically exposed to the sun, because skin cancer does develop in areas that are not exposed to the sun as well. When we talk about the sun and its damage, it's particularly the UVA and the UVB rays that break down collagen and elastin. And those can lead to the fine lines, the wrinkles, the age spots, having your pigmentation that becomes uneven, or changing your texture where it feels rough or leathery. And over the time, all of these effects of the sun causes accumulative damage that raises skin cancer risk, and it also visibly ages your skin. So when we talk about what can we do to prevent, because remember we talked about, I mentioned earlier that many cases of skin cancers can be prevented. So a few ways that we can do that is by one, wearing sunscreen, having an SPF of 30 or higher of a broad spectrum sunscreen. It is extremely important, and you want to make sure that you're wearing that sunscreen even on cloudy days. If you're going to be in the sun for prolonged periods of time, you want to apply that sunscreen every 2 hours. Very important to reapply. So apply the first time and reapply every 2 hours if you're going to be outdoors for a long period of time. You also want to use protective clothing. Things like using a wide brimmed hat, using UV protective clothing, using our sunglasses to protect our eyes. Those are very important protective measures that you can take. Also, you can avoid being in the sun during the peak hours when those UVA, UVB rays are significant, and that's between the time of 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. You also want to make sure that you are loving your skin from the inside out. Our skin is our largest organ, and we have to take care of it by protecting it as well as nourishing it. So antioxidant rich foods like our berries, our leafy greens, nuts, omega-3s, those are very important for our skin. And we also want to make sure that our skin is adequately hydrated. So we want to drink plenty of water, because that water is helping the skin to maintain its barrier against those UV rays that are coming down. Sun damage does not have to be permanent. There are treatments like the Alma Opus Plasma that uses targeted energy to help improve that skin texture, reduce fine lines, and stimulate collagen to help restore your skin and to help combat some of the effects that those UVA and UVB rays had on your skin. So remember, skin cancer prevention is about awareness, it's about daily habits, and it's about smart treatments. As I said, your skin really is the largest organ, and we have to protect it. We have to protect it like our life depends on it, because it really does. when our skin is damaged, that can cause a lot of risk for other problems to develop. So, if you want to learn more about decreasing your risk of skin cancers, if you have issues with sun damage already that has caused age spots, that's caused some uneven pigment, texture issues, wrinkles, and fine lines, I'd be happy to book a consultation for you to discuss how we can combat those effects of the sun damage and get your skin glowing safely and beautifully.